Archie Ellis is my herbal tea-loving, source for all things alien, supernatural, conspiracy theorist. Or he's just plain crazy. He ran into some trouble with the NSA on my last case. Last I knew, he was hiding out in some tropical locale with a bevy of beauties. I'm surprised he's back in town.
What? Was that actually a relevant reference when this was?
Hey, Murphy, how you doing? You okay? I heard you were having some kind of amnesia. You know,
Yeah, that
mainly
happened.
abductees always have some sort of memory loss.
Old habits.
Are you still
Yes.
into that alien thing, Archie? I mean, isn't that just a little passé?
The truth never goes out of style, my friend. Now, I heard something about an injection and a head wound. Yowza!
You really back off, man, because I swear I will shoot the next person who tries to touch this, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. Ouch. Ooh. So, I guess you do need some catching up then. A few
Yep.
months ago, I moved back here from the islands and I opened up this place. And I was hoping that you and I could hang out together like old times, but you haven't been around much.
Well, apparently, kind of a
You've also
dick.
turned into a heartless jerk, apparently.
Sounded like the same Murph to me, making jokes and putting your cigarette out in my herbal tea before I'm done with it.
Let's just go with catching
You're
up.
never gonna let me forget that one, are you? So we talked recently.
Not yet, but you know I'm always ready to be Robin to your Batman. Without the homoerotic undertones, of course.
Calling bullshit on that one.
Sorry, Arch, but it's a package deal. If you're gonna be in this with me, you're gonna have to be in all the way.
I need an adult.
You had me going there, Murph.
Okay, Boy Wonder, I need you to enter two names into the Bat computer. Mason Bowers, Margaret Leonard.
Well, I don't know about Mason Bowers, but Margaret Leonard, she's connected to one of the greatest mysteries of all time. I mean, you know who Nikola Tesla was, right?
Oh wait, is he finally showing up in this story?
Nikola Tesla was a genius. Probably one of the greatest geniuses ever. I mean, it was Tesla, not Marconi, who was the true inventor of the radio. He invented a Tesla coil, the AC electricity, remote control. He even pioneered cryogenics.
So are we almost to the part about Margaret Leonard?
Right. Well, Tesla died in 1943 when the FBI just swooped in and confiscated all his papers and designs. Then in about 2012, all this stuff, the Tesla cash just disappeared. And you want to know who the #1 suspect was?
Margaret Leonard.
No, an FBI agent named Charles Johansson. Now, I know they could never prove that he did it, but then he quits the FBI and joins some Tesla fanatic group called the Tesla Legacy Society, a group dedicated to making the world better through technology. And that's where he meets
Margaret Leonard?
Bingo! They fall in love, they get married. I think they even had a kid together.
So where's Margaret now?
Not a clue. Johansson died a couple years later, cancer, I think. After that, Margaret just dropped out of circulation.
So all this happened, what, 37 years ago. I mean, no one's found the Tesla cash since then?
It's one of the great mysteries, the lost inventions of Nikola Tesla.
What's the big deal with the Tesla inventions? I mean, there must be some reason they were never made.
Oh, you ever hear of a little thing called Tunguska?
Have I ever? Picked up a bad case when I was down in Mexico. It's where I learned the phrase, Baños, rapidos, ándale muchachos, vámonos!
Oh, Murph, you're too funny. You know, in 1890s, Tesla conducted an experiment and created a resonance frequency. You know, like a big vibration, and it nearly took out a whole chunk of New York City. And then in the 1900s, he began to work on what he called a teleforce beam. The press called it, a death ray, cooler name. But a few years later in Russia, remote area called Tunguska, something caused an explosion
Motherfucking typo.
1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb.
1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb 40 years before we invented it?
But that was the last anyone ever heard of the death ray. Tesla never got funding. Instead, they made him out to be some crackpot, and he was broke for the rest of his life. Some people think the plans for it were part of the Tesla cash. Just think how much someone would pay to get their hands on that.
Okay, this got a lot more interesting than I was planning. Shit. Okay.
Gosh, you'd think a sidekick would be a little more helpful, huh?
So, you don't know who the woman was? What can you tell me about the dreams?
Aliens and ghosts can communicate through their dreams. It's a proven fact.
Uh-huh. Why would I be asking you about Holly?
Yeah. Oh, that's the Hollow Babe at the Golden Gate. Yeah, Mojo is warm for her form, or lack thereof, as it were.
I need an adult.
And I'll never forget
me?
what you did tipping me off before that whack job NSA guy.
Yeah, 'cause
forgive
he's
me.
the whack job. What about the Ritz?
Seems nice.
Yeah, bullshit.
You know me, Murph. Always up for an adventure. As long as I don't have to go anywhere.
That sounds like my kind of adventure.
You like my shop? Kind of like my old one, the Cosmic Connection. But I had to change the name in case, the NSA and all that.
Louis?
I eat at the Brew and Stew all the time.
Even though you haven't been back for that long?
I actually wouldn't mind forgetting a few years of my own life, mostly my teenage years.
Yo. Not cool. Not cool. It's too soon. Too soon. What the fuck voice is that?
My little buddy Mojo works over there. We hang out a lot, but I can't stay there too long. Something makes my eyeballs burn.
Probably the food.
He's not very friendly, is he?
Freeze
Don't
gun?
know about that.
Why? Again, why am I still asking about that? I already got that.
Donnelly's kind of a mysterious character. He was a private detective Tesla may have hired not long before he died. There's a mention of it in one of Tesla's letters.
Margaret Leonard.
I've been checking my sources, but no one's heard a thing about her in years.
Mason knew about her.
He died like 40 years ago and either left the Tesla cash with Margaret Leonard or somebody else. Or he took it to the grave.
And the Tesla cash.
is right up there for me. Oh, and the death ray? Well, the name says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kinda does.
As I leave, Archie hands me an old photograph of Margaret Leonard. Maybe someone else in Chandler will recognize her from the picture.
Well, that's interesting. Well, I know one person who can check pictures.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing? Sorry, I don't know a lot of people, except the ones that come in here.
Well, what about... forget it. Okay.
Whatever you need, Mife. Just ask.
Other big standby here.
Oh, I know this little lady. Haven't seen her around in quite a while, but she used to come in pretty regular. I think she lived at the Ritz, at least for a time. She and Chelsea were real friendly. Pretty sure her name wasn't Margaret Leonard, though. At least that ain't the name she told me.
Uh-huh. Okay. So actually talking to this guy is actually going to be in my favor now.
If you were looking for me earlier, I wasn't here.
PI 101.
I'm a PI, so I figured that one out already. Now that you're back, I wonder if you could help me out with something. You recognize the woman in this photo?
Oh, nice. I think I saw her in a playbook from 1996. Is this your girlfriend?
No.
Well, now, if she were my girlfriend, I wouldn't be trying to figure out who she was now, would I? Sheesh.
I'm just kidding about this woman being your girlfriend. She's actually mine. No, I'm kidding again. This is Margaret Leonard. She's had a room here at the Ritz forever. She used to live here, but I haven't seen her in years. So, she may not be here anymore, but she auto-pays her rent. So it's all good.
Any chance you can get me into her apartment?
Not a chance in hell. I let her install her own security system, just like you, except hers is a real one.
I have a
can't tell you
security
what apartment
system?
it is, but you won't get in without a passcode or a personal invitation.
I think I know which one it is.
All I know about her is she's got a room here. I hardly ever see her, so I don't know when she's here and when she isn't.
And
I'll bet she was something back in the day. Way back in the day.
so she's pretty old. She's got this big security system. Well, can't get in there. Well, I know someone who's been involved with shady stuff and knows
again.
electronics.
You're gonna get me fired. Or worse. I remember her. Sweet little old lady. Used to see her around the neighborhood years ago. Don't remember the last time I saw her.
Maybe I gotta check it out first. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Oh hey, someone Rook's age. Maybe he knows her.
Something to you.
Oh, this should be good.
That is, you believe Maldonado is spying on you, but it could have been someone else.
Not Margaret Leonard by any chance.
How did you know?
Do the words P.I. mean anything to you?
Margaret may be in grave danger. I've tried to contact her, but to no avail.
Gosh, if only we knew someone with some detective skills. Do you know how to get into her apartment?
No, but she may have left a clue. Some time ago, she left this in my care. It's for you.
For me?
She wanted you to have it in case anything happened. I have
So
an
anything
interest in
about the
collectibles,
Tesla?
So yes, I've heard of it. And no, I don't know where you could find it.
It's about as helpful as you could be expected to be.
I met Margaret years ago. She was a woman of secrets. I met Margaret years ago. She was a woman
That's the same
of
thing.
secrets.
Okay. So, what is this book? I don't actually think I could begin to guess. Okay. So,
I hope you don't mind, Mike. I've been telling folks.
okay, yeah. Well, that doesn't help.
Still can't believe I'm working with the That's the witch. At least that's what I
Oh,
call her.
okay.
A couple times I've seen this old lady
That's a
sneaking
thing.
around the neighborhood.
No, it's not. It isn't really. Maybe check with these guys? Nope, running out of people I can ask. Okay, so now I get to wander around until I have a hunch that pays off. Gonna be a lot of that. But that's why I don't want to stream this. I want to record it so I can actually cut away from that. Well, that's probably going to be it for this.
That's not right.
There's not really anything I can do at the moment. I have exhausted my options at this point. And it's like, whatever might still be an option, I'm not finding it yet.
I don't remember my office furniture being
So,
my camera books are great, but I prefer stories about his crazy nephews, Mike and Ike Hammer. I try to collect all of their candy comics. Archie Ellis wrote a book. I bet this
okay, so I wonder. Yeah, it's gonna be it for right now. Yep. That's all for now. So, I've needed to kind of redo my recordings schedule for a good bit now. Like, I'm not really sure what my scheduling is going to be for actually releasing new episodes of this. When I can do that, I'll do it. Till then, keep enjoying the videos and subscribe to help the channel and see more.